Okay, so he probably has Call Lightning. I feel like he's gonna start with... Yeah, he could start with anything. All three of his pets are gonna be scary for my Deathwatch hatchling. I'm gonna start with Stone Grinder, and if he starts with Jingles, I can remove the Booby Trap presence and take weak damage from Gift. And I can bleed him, which will punish him for swapping, which I think he's likely to do. Go ahead and use Cleanup, get rid of that minefield. Ah, maybe I should have saved Cleanup for the turret. I didn't expect him to swap to the Clockwork Gnome. I kind of expected the Zephyrian Prince. But it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and dot up the Clockwork Gnome. He might have Railgun, which would be bad for my Stone Grinder. Go for Thunderbolt. Okay. He probably has the swap, which will bring in the Snapdragon Pup. I'm going to go for the bleed. Oh, he doesn't have Call Lightning. Well, now he's bleeding, so if he swaps in my Snapdragon Pup, I will Blood in the Water and kill him. Yeah, there's the swap. He does have strong damage versus me, but even though I have a reduced hit chance, I believe it's still like over 100% hit chance for the Blood in the Water to land. So I'm going to go for it. If he swaps, then I'm not taking damage. So I'm actually not sure what the hit chance was for that. That could have been maybe a 75% chance. I feel like it was over 100% hit chance, but I know it's not a literal guarantee. Like, you can still miss if you're like blinding poisoned or something. I think I want to bring in this Stone Grinder here because I can get rid of that minefield. Which I think, yeah, I'm going to do that first. He's saving Jingles for the end, which is going to be his best cleanup pet, but my Snapdragon Pup is actually faster than him, so he should be just fine. I think I'll go for Thunderbolt. And he does have strong damage versus me, but I'm pretty far ahead. I think I'll be just fine. Okay, I'm kind of okay with him dying. I could really bring in either pet. I think I'll just bring in the Snapdragon. If I roll a high end on dive, he's dead before he can hit me. Nice. Kind of got lucky that I was playing Stone Grinder versus a minefield team because I can just remove decoys and turrets and minefields with cleanup. Short cooldown. Got a talent. Let's pick something real quick. Hmm. Probably short cooldown. I don't know. None of these look all that exciting. I'll run this first actually. That looks okay. Back to pet battles. So we queued into Jingles. So ideally having something over 345 speed be in my best interest. How do I think this team will do? The Storm-infused Snapdragon won't do quite as well versus Jingles because he is slower and just barely, although I do have Call Lightning. Don't have any way to deal with the minefield on this team. Except for a blind, which is, yeah, not as dependable as cleanup. Maybe I could play another Stone Grinder team. That did work pretty well. But I don't think I have a lot of Stone Grinder teams yet. I have 4. Ooh, that team's not quite as good as the last one I had. And my pets are so slow. I don't know if that'll work. Own Grinders might be good. Still have the issue of being really slow, but I have 2 ways to get rid of the minefield. Which could be... trying to remember, what was his 3rd pet? He had, oh yeah, the mechanical. At least now I don't have a... Let's try Own Grinder, see how it does. This is a classic Discodoggy team from back in the day. Not a whole lot of speed on my team, but I now have 2 ways to deal with minefield. And I have a trap. And I don't have a beast pet, which I didn't end up using my beast pet, but okay. He ran away instantly. I'm not sure. Maybe he was trying, I bet he was trying to counter somebody else and he got me. I could play the same team. I guess I'll just play it because that didn't really count as a team. Wait, did he even forfeit? That could have been just like the bug. I feel like he had time to. Nah, I don't think he forfeited on purpose. He forfeited so fast. I think what happened is he got ported out of the midnight zone. Yeah, and he's not leaving yet, so it looks like he didn't intentionally leave. This actually isn't the best matchup for me because I have a humanoid, but I'll see what I can do. Now do I start with the Stone Grinder? I kind of, it's fine. Either was okay. I was thinking about starting with a Curious Wolvar Pup just to maybe get a trap down and then maybe a second one off later. But typically I want to start with Stone Grinder so that I can bleed him up and then maul for big dam. Which I think is probably what I'll do. I do take strong damage from Shadow Slash, but I take strong damage from literally all 3 of his pets, so it's not like I really want to save the Curious Wolvar Pup as my cleanup pet or anything. Okay, so Ghostly Bite won't kill me. Now it will. I'm going to go for the Snap Trap. He might kill me. It's okay if he does. I'm going to go ahead and kill him here. If the trap goes off now, that's not ideal, but at least my Curious Wolvar Pup will still be alive. Okay, I would really like for the trap to not go off right now. It'd be much more useful versus one of these pets. I kind of feel like just going for Thunderbolt, just because my other 2 abilities aren't really useful and I don't want to pass. Okay, so he has Unholy Ascension. I have a trap down and I can activate it on command. I think that's probably in my best interest to do that because I don't want him to go for... Let's see, I'm assuming he's going to go for a Raise Ally. And I'm pretty sure I can remove the ally if it probably counts as an item. Okay, so he's going for that ability. Which I don't think has a chance to let the trap go off while he's doing it. I'd be surprised if it does. Okay, so I was waiting for that ability to happen because what I'm hoping will work is if I clean up, then I can remove it. It looks like an item, so I'm hoping it'll get removed. Ah, it does get removed. That's good. Okay, may as well Thunderbolt since yeah, Thunderbolt was the play, I think. Get it back off cooldown faster and get some AoE damage in case he tries to stay in. And I'm confident that Graves can win this 1v1. I have 2 corpses to eat, and Unholy Ascension is almost over. I might actually not even have to use Graves. My Stone Grinder might just be able to kill him before he kills me. Depends on how high he rolls on his claws. That was a pretty high roll, but also buffed by 25%. I hope I can get off one more Thunderbolt before my mechanical dies. But it looks like yeah, that's not going to happen. Not to worry, Graves is still full HP. Can, let's see, he'll probably go for a heal. But he should die in 2 attacks. Go ahead, pass. Don't need to let him know I have Consumed Corpse in case I queue into him later. Solid wins. So we have triple undeads, and aquatic might be good. Humanoid is risky, but I got the win, no problem. My pets were the Stone Grinder just kind of completely shut him down. So I was able to stun him on command and remove his whatever minion that was attacking me. Okay, this team would do really well versus him. Honestly, it would do so well. I feel bad playing this team because his team is not that try hard or anything. So, although this team would completely shut him down because I could just spam Magma Wave and remove all his items. Try to pick something that's a little bit more fair. I like the Vengeful Porcupine a lot. And he would do great pretty much with anything versus that team. I think this team looks a little more fun. Maybe I wish I had more teams with the Porcupet. I need to make more teams with them. I made this team as like a specifically if I queue into darkness. I feel like it'll do really well because I have an elemental to avoid like or hopefully to dodge like nocturnal strikes and to not miss. Then of course the Vengeful Porcupet takes weak damage from darkness. So we have a Kiraji Guardling. The anomalous is sorry, the Vengeful Porcupet's gonna be really weak versus him. This is a much stronger team, so I'm gonna have to play something better. We can try to win, but I don't think it's likely. I feel like hmm. I feel like I'm just gonna start with Slivy. Go for Arcane Blast. I think I'll just I think I'll just try to burn down Anomalous as quickly as possible. Okay, so he doesn't have the weather. We are a speed tie. Okay, so I have to go for Celestial Blessing. That's more important than actually killing him. Okay, and I think I die on this turn. Nope, I'm still alive. Okay, it'd be huge if I could get that coin toss. So we win the coin toss, which is great. Sadly my pets are slower than him, so he's going to get off one more attack. This does not look good. Who's better for the Sanctified Ground? I would normally use it on the Vengeful Porcupet, but he's going to be really bad versus the Karaji Guardling. Okay, I'm going to go for a club. The smart thing for him to do is just bring in the Karaji Guardling and go for a stun, but it is the wrong breed, so it's possible that I'll win the speed tie and get my heal off first, which would be huge. Would love that. I still think I lose, but that's kind of my only chance. Okay, so we won the coin toss. I still have the Celestial Blessing up, so I'm just gonna stay in. No need to swap. And I still have Celestial Blessing for one more turn, so I may as well go for Fist of the Forest, take advantage of my 50% damage reduction. And now is probably where I want to swap. For a couple of reasons. One is take weak damage from Crush on my Beast. I have my Hot rolling, and my cooldown is on cooldown. Still has a full HP, MPD, and I have no Decoy Breaker. Okay. I am faster now, because he's the wrong breed, so we could go for Spirit Spikes. I'm going to go for Spirit Spikes. He can stun me on the next turn. Oh my gosh, it missed, bro. That was like more than 400 damage that just missed. This game is so bad. How does that miss? Like, how is that even possible? That it's a reflect ability and he hits me and it misses. Oh my gosh, this game's awful. Alright, well, let's bring this Tumble Sproutling, I guess. No reason to go for heals. I'm too low HP, so I'll just go for Fist of the Forest. The game was over anyways, it doesn't matter. But, like, yeah, the fact that my fucking Spirit Spikes missed, I'm just gonna leave. Like, there's no way that I win here. So I'm gonna play, like, a real team instead of trying to fuck around with Slivy. Because, like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to beat that guy unless I'm playing a real team. I don't know that I need to play a tier 1 team versus him, but he does have like 3 of the best pets in the game. So I think it's justified if I want to play like one of my best teams versus him. Okay, so what would completely destroy him? This team would completely destroy him. Kind of want to queue fast so that I can get him. I'm going to try to pick something else, maybe a little more fun. I'm going to sit in queue. If it pops instantly, I'm just going to take it. If it doesn't, I'm going to assume he's dodging, and I'm probably going to get somebody else. I'll try to pick something that's like a little less tryhard than this team. That's probably him, so I'm going to take it. If it's anybody else, okay, yeah, I think this might be the same guy. If it isn't, his team is tryhard enough. I don't feel bad about playing my team versus his. He's playing Anomalous and PD. Graves is not as OP as the humanoid, but I think he possibly swapped to Graves because he had the wrong breed of the Karaji. It's hard to say. This could be somebody else entirely. Regardless, I think it's fair for me to be fighting him with this team because these are 2 of the top 10 pets for PvP, objectively. Graves will actually give me more trouble than the Karaji Guardling. Not that I'm worried. My team should completely hard counter him. Okay, he's running Consume. That's good for us. Oh, and he has Bone Storm. Nice. He has probably all of the wrong moves. I wonder if he's running Clobber. So while my team completely dominates him, I'll try to come up with something a little more creative for countering Anomalous. Okay. He might stun me, so I'll just swap to the critter. I can heal these pets to full. So that team I was talking about earlier is what I'm thinking is probably a good team to play right now. This Cyclone Sweepers team. I have Sandstorm for Anomalous. The Tinderpup's also decent versus Anomalous, although Blazehound is a little better. But yeah, it's a decoy breaker, so versus MPD, it'll be great. Okay, let's see if he has Toxic Fumes. If he has Void Nova, I feel like it's actually just the same guy as before. Do I need to go for Nature's Ward? He has a lot of AoE. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, this is possibly the same guy. The only reason I'm not sure if it's the same guy or not is I don't remember him having a nickname for his MPD, but it's possible. I just didn't notice. Bringing my Karaji Guardling. None of my pets should die versus this team. Unless he has the Weather Changer, which he does not. I'm going to play it safe. Clobber once Sandstorm's gone so that I don't have a chance to miss. He should go next. I don't want to worry about missing with my humanoid, so I'm going to bring my elemental that can't miss. After playing this team, I am kind of inviting my meta to play a bunch of darkness, so I have to be aware that's likely to happen. But if I play darkness, yeah, having the Gleamhoof Fawn again. It's a little risky because if I was him, I would play like a triple darkness team versus this, as it'd be my first like go-to strategy. Or another team that does well against it is, well, first of all, he should have toxic fumes so that he can change my weather. Not even to like, you don't want, when you're playing Sandstorm, you don't use toxic fumes to give yourself the extra round of poison protocol. You just use it to change the weather. Um, probably decoy, so I'm going to go for Sandbolt a couple times to break it. But yeah, you just use Toxic Fumes to change the weather back so that Sandstorm isn't reducing your damage. You don't really need the 3 rounds, and it's greedy to play for it. Is there another team that would do good versus him? I think I'm going to play this team on the off chance I don't get a darkness team, and if there's a darkness team, I mean, I probably lose, but I still have bubble, I still have an elemental. It's not like I automatically lose. It's just going to be, yeah, darkness is really the bane of the Gleamhoof Fawn, because like his whole MO is uh just heal up the team and Nature's Ward. He hits hard, but he's slow, so I'm gonna play this team because versus what I have faced so far, that was a very fast queue. Let's see, is it darkness? No darkness. Oh, this is gonna be a good matchup for me. The only thing I have to worry about is he has 2 sandstorms and I have a aquatic. But I think, okay, so there is one thing I'm worried about. That is, what if he has the weather changer? I'm going to assume he has Toxic Fume, so I'm going to play with the Tender Pup first. If I knew that he had Void Nova, I would just start with the Pale Shell Crab and get the Sandstorm out immediately. Okay, and I guess we will never find out what he had. So, Rush is actually 2 more damage than Pinch, so I'm gonna go for a Rush here. I want to try to burn down Anomalous as quickly as possible. I need one to crit, or else he's gonna get off 2 attacks. Let me think. I'll go for a Rush. Okay. It's very possible that he has Void Nova. I'm gonna bring in the Pale Shell Crab. Fortunately, I'm faster than both of his humanoids. I would be in a lot of trouble if he had a Speed Karaji, because then he would be able to Sandstorm before I can bubble. But Sandstorm will kill Anomalous, it'll nerf all that AoE damage, and because he has the slow humanoids, I can just go for bubble. Block that Sandstorm. And I can save my bubble for later. Yeah, I would have done that too if I was him. Okay, so he did have Void Nova, right? Am I remembering correctly? Wait, did I ever find out what he had? He had... Ugh, I never got to find out what he had. Because he pressed Corrosion. Well. That's too bad. Okay, so we got lots of Sandstorm, we got Anomalous. I really just don't know how to, like, consistently beat him without playing one of these teams, like, either this team, or that team, or that team, or that team. All 4 of these will do, like, fairly equally well versus what I'm fighting. But as soon as I queue into Darkness, how about this team? That team's really good. Is there anything a little more creative I can play? I mean, it's possible I won't queue into something super tryhard, but I mean, so far, these last 3 teams in a row have been, well, yeah, Anomalous in every single one of them, MPD in 2 of them, Sandstorm in 2 of them. I don't know how likely I am to win if I play a fun team. Like, things did not go well when I was playing that team. Okay, how's this team look? I don't have a weather changer. Oh, I don't know. Versus that last team, I don't think this team is likely to win. My win con would be... Yeah, this team looks pretty good. I'm going to play it. I haven't played this team yet, and versus what I'm fighting, I feel like it'll do well, and it is not uncalled for. Like, if I was fighting... If I queue into, like, this guy, I'm probably just going to forfeit instantly and find a less overpowered team, because that's not fair. But if I'm fighting, like, one of these 3 teams, I think this is a fair matchup. When you're playing Anomalous, it's... yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? It's just, it's not overkill to play Sandstorm, as OP as it is. Anomalous has so much oppressive damage. Now I feel bad. I don't want to just go next. I'm going to go next. My team would completely destroy his. Yeah. Yeah, that's not fair for him. Yeah. I'll try to pick something fun. That doesn't count. I'm not going to give myself the win, but I'm not going to take an L. on my win rate. Okay, so let me pick something fun. I'll just hope that I don't queue into something like super OP. This team looks fun. Yeah, low wheel. Okay, so if I queue into anomalous, ooh, I am pretty screwed. Oh well, let's queue it. Let's see what we get. I just want it to be a fair match. I don't want to be like, okay, yeah, this looks fair. He's got good team. He's got a good, yeah, he's got good pets. I've got good pets. The Umbral Amalgam's actually a big problem because he's really fast, and all of my pets are not. And he has Darkness, which will be a big problem for the okay, so he started with the flyer. He might blind me. I expect a blinding poison, so I'm going to bring in the damp scrat. Go for an uncanny luck. Okay, so he does have strong damage versus the flyer, so I think the obvious move here is bring in the dragon. I do not want the dragon versus this magic. Although I do strong damage to him, he's going to just do way more damage to me. Plus, I'm not a very good cleanup pet. Yeah, and also, I didn't go for the feast, even though it was a 100% hit chance, because I was worried he would dodge it. So, okay. Let me think. He has dodge up. Because he has dodge up, I'm just going to bring in the damp scrat and refresh uncanny luck. He's likely to blind me. This is a really annoying pet. But AoE is going to be a problem for him because he's spending so many globals just like avoiding damage that I can just kind of get some decent cyclone damage in on the back line. I am blinded, but I have a 50% chance to land that attack. I think what I'm going to do here is bring in my golden hatchling because he doesn't have a way to avoid damage for one more turn, and I can hit him with Call Lightning on somebody. Don't know if that was the move for him to sacrifice his flying racial, but I'm not complaining. Okay, so I'm faster now, and I have my flying, my dragon racial. I think the obvious move is take the big hit, and then probably let him kill my golden hatchling with whichever one of these pets he brings in. Man, those are both really fast. Ooh, and that pet does strong damage versus my Poultrid, most likely. Actually, he he might only have cleanup, but okay. Not sure why he brought in the Nibbler. Oh, he went for the interrupt. Okay, that's viable. Okay. I think I want to bring in the flyer while I have lightning up. I can do lots of damage with whirling talons and probably just kill both of his pets before he's able to use the Umbral Amalgam. Yeah, so I can't hit him, but I can enrage and buff all of my dot damage and lightning. I think he just dies to AoE. That does strong damage versus him. I think he's dead. How much damage is that? Um, Just gonna play it safe, go for enrage because I don't. Wait, I probably could have read the tooltip. I would have to read the tooltip here. So it's 70. I think he would have died if I think he would have survived. I should say. No wait, I'm stupid. The bleed still had 2 rounds remaining. Okay, well it didn't matter what I did. I was gonna say I might have needed to enrage, but I forgot there were still There were still a couple turns remaining on the bleed. I was more scared of the magic pet than the critter because he has some cooldowns that can do big damage. That was a cool team though. I wasn't really paying attention to the critter. What did he have? The critter had Nibble. What was that pet? Anxious Nibbler. That has Primal Cry, right? That's what I was expecting he had. I was expecting he had Primal Cry, and then he surprised me with the Nibble. I'm assuming he was running Dust Cloud. Yeah, no, he did have Dust Cloud. I remember that. And then he was running Scrapple. I guess, yeah, it is kind of a bummer you can't pick both of these because they would both be really good. But I think Primal Cry is a little better. Primal Cry is such a good ability. That Amalgam's really scary. I want to try to play with it. If I can make some teams because it has Call Darkness or Soul Rush, but you probably run Call Darkness. That's going to be a little better. You can run Cleanup, which there are not a lot of pets with Cleanup, and it's really useful versus like Clone Dance and Turrets and Decoy and a couple other items. And then both of these abilities are viable, but I'd probably run Shadow Shock. And he's so fast, like 357 speed. That's faster than like everything except the Lost Quill. Okay, I'm gonna try to get one more win in, I think. Do I call it there? Yeah, the video's already getting a little bit long. Okay, so that was a forfeit. And it's already been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 5-2. Maybe I call it there. I don't know. I think I'll play for one more win. Just make it a long video. Do we have... I'm gonna look through my teams here. I'm just not sure what I want to play. I guess I could try this team. I mean, I haven't played it yet. Versus that last guy. If I get him again, so the critter's not going to really care about the trap. Flyer has a lot of moves that could... Hmm. Oh, I don't know. That's not a great matchup for me. I have weak damage versus the magic, and he's faster than me. You are... I don't really think this team is going to beat him. I'm honestly a little surprised my team beat him here. Let's pick a different team. I'll try this team later. It's kind of a bit of a gimmick. I would feel a little bit more confident in this team if I was running like Jingles instead of the Portentous Present. His pet's okay, but I mean, he's only 289 speed. He doesn't have the Beast Racial. His basic attack isn't as good as Jingles is. He's just kind of a worse version of Jingles. So he's kind of a better option if I'm queuing to like... I mean, it'd be fun if I got a team like this, but I'm expecting I'll probably queue into something... Oh wait, did I play this team? Yeah, let me just play this team. Because I feel like I'm gonna get like a really try hard team. I just have a feeling. There's some good pets out and about right now. There's a lot of Anomalous, a lot of MPDs, lots of Sandstorm humanoids. And I think that this team will do fairly decent against those pets. I like the Lost Quill if I queue into the Amalgam because I am faster. He's not going to do great versus the critter, but Jingles will do just fine. Pretty sure Jingles is faster, right? That pet's 341, right? Yep. It's a cool pet. I like it, but He's like a high tier 2 pet. I don't think he's a tier 1 pet or anything. Doesn't have a weather changer. The critter racial isn't the best. Oh, of course I get like a random humanoid team. I should just let him have the win. My team is just too OP versus him. Yeah, this poor guy. Man, I feel bad. Every time I queue this team, I just get like a random like let's just pick something fun and try to win with it. I'll play this team. I don't have a weather changer. I do like this team though. Versus that last guy, this would be a fair team, I think. If I get anomalous, I'm in trouble, but I'm not completely screwed. Mr. Delver's fairly good versus him. What I'm most worried about on this team is if I get like double idols. I don't really see a win con there. Even if he plays really bad, but oh, okay. Well. Now I wish I was playing that last team. Mr. Delver is completely useless, so I don't even know if I want to start with him. Okay. I'm going to start with the Violent Poultrid. I'm not going to be able to kill any of his pets if he plays correctly, so I think my only win con is try to get some AoE damage out, and then maybe he'll forget to like heal his Fosling or something, and then he'll bring it in at low HP, and I can maybe get a lucky kill. I'll go for a maul just to scare his singing sunflower, but realistically, I have absolutely no chance of ever killing that thing. Oh, and I don't even have a weather change on my team. I should probably just forfeit and play a different team. I'm gonna bring in the Snapdragon pup. I'm hoping he swaps. Okay. We can hit Fosling hard with a Blood in the Water because he is bleeding. And he didn't heal yet. He's kind of throwing. I would have used photosynthesis and swapped. If I get a crit, he could maybe die. Come on, die, die, die. He's just gonna swap. I need a weather changer to beat this guy. There's just no way. I mean, unless he decides to stay in. Yeah, why would he do that? Okay. Well, Fosling's just gonna heal to full, and I can't change the weather. Maybe if I crit with the blood in the water, I can kill his singing sunflower. If I can kill one of them, I can kill all three, but I'm on a timer because he's just doing like 600 damage every time he it's like 600 to 700 damage with every sunlight. I needed that to crit. I don't think I can win now. Um, he might go for the solar beam. I'm gonna assume that he's gonna swap here. And I'm gonna go for... You know what? I'm gonna go for water jet. What if he goes for the solar beam and I kill him? Okay. Well, that did not happen. Do I go for the rip? Do I go for the water jets? I'll go for the water jet. Okay. If he goes for the heal, I can maybe kill him. And my mechanical's already dead. Okay. I need a crit. More than Ev. No crit. Alright. There is just no hope. There is no way I win. I go for water jet if he stays in. Yeah, it's just... All he has to do is just photosynthesis and sunlight, and there's really nothing this team can do about it, except Pray that I crit. I mean, I could go for a random YOLO, actually. That might be the move. What I think I'm gonna do is go for the Violent Poultry. I'm really not that worried about the Blood Lasher. I mean, he is annoying with these pets, but these two are just the real problems. So I'm gonna go for Whirling Talon so I can get some AoE damage. Um, I die in 2 more Sunlights on my Snapdragon pop. Do I go for Maul or do I just bring in the Snapdragon? I think I have to go for... I'll go for the Maul. It really doesn't matter. I don't see really any way that I possibly win this. I'm bringing the Snapdragon here. He's gonna heal. I can kill somebody. Somebody's gonna die. Actually, yeah, even Fosling won't die. He just does too much healing. He'll die to Water Jet. I just needed a Weather Changer to be to have a chance versus this guy. I die in 1 more Sunlight on my Snapdragon pop. Okay, so he's probably going to heal. I'm going to go for a Rip so that if he doesn't kill me... Okay, so he did kill me. Now he's bleeding, so I can go for Mauls and it'll do big damage, but uh maybe if I predicted the Solar Beam and then ate it with Mr. Delver, I could have won, actually, now that I think about it. But I suspected he would just go for Photosynthesis and then Sunlight. And, yeah, that was my chance. He doesn't have his heal up. Oh. I just win? What? How did I... How did... How did he lose? Huh. Well, that's awkward for him. Take the win. Cool. Didn't expect that to happen. GG's. I'm probably going to quit Pet Battles forever. This is awful. Just kidding. But yeah, that's for my LG, because video's getting kind of long. I have no idea how the fuck I won that. At the end there, I could have predicted the Solar Beam. I feel like the right move for him was probably to heal and then just kill both of these pets with the sunny day. Maybe he was just too far behind it. It didn't matter what he did because I just kind of I lost the mind game. He went for the Solar Beam and killed me when I didn't expect him to. And then I won anyways. But I didn't have a Weather Changer, and his hot expired, so I'm thinking if he went for the hot and refreshed it, maybe I just won there. I don't know. I mean, he kind of did let me kill Fosling when he didn't really need to. Um, yeah, I think he could have. I think he should have won with that team. But yeah, we take those as a win. A boring win, but we call it for there. Maybe I'll do some more later.